Hello friends, welcome to yet another edition on the Excel Mastery series for beginner with me Adikali Bangura. In this session, we will be learning about data management and analysis. To continue, we'll be having topics like filter and sorting, we'll be learning conditional formatting, introduction to charts and graphs, and also harnessing the power of VLOOKUP. Join me in this journey as we unleash the power of Excel. Let's go. Welcome to yet another edition. Now for today we'll be looking at filtering and sorting. And Excel filtering features allows you to identify or display only the data that meets certain criteria. Now you can filter out those data that do not meet the criteria, but that does not mean that you have deleted the data. They are still there, but you only want to display the data that meets a certain criteria. And also for sorting, now sorting data in Excel helps you arrange your information in a meaningful order. Either we can arrange them in ascending or descending order. So let's take a look at how we can activate or work with Excel filtering features. In order for you to use the features, you can get them from the Home tab here. As you can see here, sort and filter. We can get them here. And most often, you can find them here also at the data button here. We can have here sort and filter again. So over here we have in our sort buttons. We have this one, sort smallest to largest, and we have largest to smallest, and we have this sort button here to activate it. Coming here we have our filter button, and you can see from the shortcut here, Ctrl+Shift+L can give you the filter button. And we also have advanced filter if you want to go into more advanced level, but nevertheless we will see them in a later video. Now, in order for us to understand filter, we earlier said that in order for you to perform filter, the data must meet certain criteria. So what are these criteria? You set the criteria that you want. For example, I want to see all the sales that are made in Freetown. In order for you to achieve this, all you need to do, come to the heading, activate your filter, come into data and select filter. Instant you will have them. Or if your data is in table form, you can automatically see them again. And also we have a shortcut to harness this for us very seamlessly, which is Ctrl+Shift and L. You can also activate the filter button. So if my criteria here is that I want to see all information relating to sales made in Freetown, so all I need to do, come to this location button here, select this filter button, and if you cannot find it there, you can just shout Freetown and you can see it here. Then we click OK. So now these are the information that relates to Freetown. These are the data that relates to Freetown. We can see these are some of the agents that made sales in Freetown. These are the quantity sold, and these are the revenue they generated. So filter is very handy. And also we can perform, in order for you to deactivate the filter, we can come here again and select the filter. It has gone. And we can do we can give out multiple conditions. Like, I want to see the sales made by Flow that are greater than 60,000. In order for you to achieve this, we come to agents here, and also we need to activate the filter. Now we use the shortcut Ctrl+Shift+L. Then we select for Flow. If you want to select it here, you need to select all first. Deselect this. Now you can choose Flow and click OK. So this is a Flow, but our condition here, we want to see all the sales made by Flow that are greater than or equals to 60,000. So in order for us to achieve this, we come to revenue here, and also we filter it here. Now we have here number filters. So we can come to the number filter, we come to greater than. You have several options in which you can play with and have a look at them. So we select greater than, and the revenue is greater than what? I want the revenue to be greater than 60,000. Sorry, I said greater than or equals to. You can change it here. Is greater than or equals to. You can change it here, and then you click OK. So you can see Flow made only 2 sales that are greater than or equals to 60,000, and it's on the 22nd of May 2023, and the location is Moyamba, and she has a revenue of 80 and 78,000 respectively. So the filter button is very handy. So I hope you understand how to use the filter button now. So we continue. Again, you can select more if you want. It just depends to you. So we close the chapter for filter by deselecting the filter button. So now let's understand what it means by sorting. We say we sort in order to help us arrange our information in a meaningful way. So in order for us to use the sort function, we can sort revenue. We want to see the highest revenue from highest to lowest revenue. In order for us to achieve that, select order A to Z or smallest to largest. But here we want largest to smallest, so we select this man here. Instance, you can see here we have sort the data largest to smallest, or we can activate our filter button and get it directly from here, largest to smallest. As you can see, we have done the sorting, and we can sort alphabetical order. So come here again, we have A to Z, and now if you can see we have Bo, Bombali, as the case may be. So in order for you to perform this, it's very simple. You select your data, go to data and look for sort and filter and do your work. So thank you all, as we look forward to the next session, which is conditional formatting. Thank you. So we continue with another yet interesting topic, conditional formatting. As the name implies, we say conditional formatting. This allows you to usually highlight and emphasize data based on criteria again. So let's learn how to apply conditional formatting. In order for you to apply conditional formatting, first you need to select the data, and to access the conditional formatting we need to come over to Home. Then we can find it here under Styles, and we have the wonderful conditional formatting, and this is very, very handy, and we can see here. So this is conditional formatting, and we have this button within it. We have the first one, highlight cell schools, in which we can find our greater than, lesser than, between. You can find between two numbers, and equal to, text that contain or dates occurring duplicate values. We can also get a duplicate values from conditional format, so it is very handy. On the next one, we have our top and bottom rules. You can set the rules. I want you to highlight the top 10, the top 5, you understand, based on percentage. The bottom item or below average, I want you to highlight them for me. Excel can do it for you. And we also have data bars here. If you need data bars, you can get them here. We have different, and also we have color scale and also icon set. Maybe you may be seeing these in some work or other spreadsheets. This is where we can get access to them, and you can set your own rule, and you can clear a rule for everything or for the selected cells, or you can check or look at some of the rules that you have created or that you have applied. You can create, edit, or delete them as well from our manage rule here. So in order for us to perform our conditional formatting, first you need to select data. So let's make our selection here. so I can hold Control Shift then down arrow to select everything here. Then I come over to Home here, comes to Styles and select Conditional Formatting. Now what's the condition, what the criteria I want to set? Now I want to see all those sales that are greater than 60,000. So that's the rule I want. So I can come to highlight sales rules and comes to greater than. I want to see all the sales greater than. I want Excel to highlight all the sales that are greater than 60,000. So I come to highlight sales rules greater than, then what values? I say 60,000. So we delete this one here and type 60,000. And what color do you want? We have several options here, and we leave it like that and we click OK. And we can see the sales that are greater than 60,000. And another features again of sort and filter, if you want to sort them based on this criteria on the selected item, maybe I want to see them, so I can come again, right click here, come to sort, and we have put selected sales color on top, and we need that, so we select this man. So all you can see here, we have all the sales that are greater than 60,000 has been highlighted, and they are at the top of our data. So it is very handy. And we can also use data bars or icon to visualize our data again. Coming again to conditional formats, we have icons here. It depends what you want to see, or let me use my data bar. Select this, and with just a single click I can understand my data without even understanding the numbers. So it is very good and very handy. Using the conditional formatting is good, and you can also learn how to create your own rule, but going further we will learn this in details. And if you want to create it, however, you can come again here, say new rules, and we have options here. Format cells based on their values. Format cells, if you want to use formula, you can use formula. Format only unique or duplicate value. Format only values that are above or below average. So you can select, if you want formula, you can come here, format, put your value here, set the format and walk through. But we see that in a special video that I will be dedicating to formatting. So this is it for conditional formatting. We will continue in our next class. Welcome to Chart and Graph. This an important session in this course. Understand how to get or how to illustrate charts is very important because it helps you to visualize your data. So in order for us to access it, we come over to our insert, come over to chart, and we can see several types of chart here. You can have a recommended chart that Excel will look into your data and brings up some amount of chart recommendation. So if you have no idea of what charts your data can provide, you can use the recommended chart. Then we have here, we have our column, we have 2D, 3D, as the case may be. We also have here our line, we have 2D line, 3D line, and area. We also have our pie charts, we have our tree map, and we have sunburst. Then we have our waterfall, our funnel, in which they are very handy. We also have our scattered diagram of want to create, and we have bubble, as the case may be. So we have a lot of them here in which you can take a look at and practice. So in order for you to work on chart, the first thing you need to do, you need to select your data. So for this first one, we are coming to create to illustrate a trend line. Let's see how our revenue is being generated over this period. We select our data. If we come over to recommended charts, you can see we can have this. I don't know what chart I want to do, but a recommended chart, Excel can look into your data and suggest for you. So we have this different type based on the data we provided. We also have histogram, or you can come here to all charts, you can see all of them again. So here what we need to do, we need to create a line chart. So I select line, then I can choose among this line the type that I want. So I will go for the first one and then I click OK. So instant, you have seen your chart here. So this immediately gives you your chart title, as we can see, and here our X and Y axis, and if you want we can label them. So in order for you to do that, you can come here, the chart element, select it. As you can see, axis title, we did not put them, so we can select this here, come over here, you change them. So over here, this gives you your revenue, and over here this gives you your dates. So if you don't want them, you can also delete them. You can come here again, you delete. If you don't want these lines here, you can select any one of them and press delete, so you can have a clear. And also Excel helps us with style. We have several styles here for our charts. We can come here, select. As you can see, we have several types. We have a lot of them. So I can select this, extend my data, my graph, and feel free to choose what you want. So this is how we create a line chart. So now let's come to our next one. We come to learn here how to create a column chart and mixing up with a line chart. Like when we combine two or more elements, we call it a combo chart, joining two elements together. Most often a bar chart and a line, or a histogram and a line, or whatsoever. So here we are focusing on column and also a line. So in order for us to do this, we want to read our revenue to our profit. So the first thing you need to do when you prepare a chart, you need to select your data. So I select these first two here, and I can, in order for me to select multiples, I can hold my control and continue again my selection. So you see, I have selected agents, total revenue and profits. Then I can come over to insert, come to recommended charts again if you want, if you have no idea. So if you can see from the first one here, we want our total revenue and profit, and we can see here we have them. But what we want our profit to be in the form of a line instead of this column chart here. So let's see how we can change that. So we can come over here to all charts, then come to combo, and on combo charts you can see here instant it has gone over to line. As you see, we have the total revenue now is a clustered column, profits here is line, and we need to make it a secondary axis. So we select it, we want it to play properly, so we click OK. Bam. So now we have created. So we need to change the title. So we can say sales revenue by profits. So that's it. You can design it as what you want. You can choose any of the formats here. It depends to you. So feel free and choose the one you want. So here we are coming also to learn how to do pie charts. In order for you to perform pie charts, simple. Select your data again. Scroll A. Come over to insert. Now we have pie here. Take it direct, and we choose this one. And if you can see here, we have our total revenue, and we have our region: east, north, south, west, and western rural. On the picture, we see that western urban has the biggest part of the pie, and followed by the north. So if you want to see value here, you can add chart elements here. We have quick analysis. If you want, you can put the percentages inside if you want, and run the analysis here for you. So I can select this, and if you want to change style, you can come over here again, choose the style you want. So I can go with this, and then I'm okay. So this is how we create charts. I hope this helped as we continue to our last session, which is understanding VLOOKUP. So welcome again to the last session for this part 2, data management and analysis. We are coming to harness the power of VLOOKUP. Now, when we talk about our VLOOKUP, we say it means a vertical lookup. It helps you to look for a data in another data, or we can retrieve data from one set to another. So that's the purpose of VLOOKUP, and we have its syntax. Let me just give out its syntax. So if I come here, I say equals to VLOOKUP, press the tab. Now this is syntax for VLOOKUP. We have the first one, the lookup value, which asks you, what are we looking up for? What are you looking for? So the next on the syntax is the table array, from which table you are looking up for this particular thing. Let me say I'm looking up for Freetown. Which table do I need to look for Freetown for you? On the next, on the syntax for VLOOKUP, is the column index number. It asks you, okay, now you have seen Freetown. What do you want me to return? If I see Freetown, what do you want me to return? So you select the particular number, but here now it has a number. And we have the last one is our range lookup, so which says, okay, I have seen Freetown, you asked me to take this particular column. Now in what way do you want me to return this value? Is it exact match or approximate match? So there comes now with you. So if you have a range of numbers, you can go with approximate, and if you have a specific or an exact, you go for exact match. So let's see how we work with this. So in order for you to perform VLOOKUP function, we want to retrieve our discounts from this discount table. So the first thing we need to do, let me begin this again. The first thing we need to do, we need to insert our formula, and our formula here, our function here is VLOOKUP, VLOOKUP. And our lookup value, like I said earlier, what are you looking for? Now our table here talk about our quantity discounts. If we meet certain range of quantity, we need to look up for the discount and return it, instead of us typing it one. This is 8,800, and we need to know. Excel make it very simple. So all we need to do, we select our quantity here, comma. Now we go to the next one, table of array. Where are we looking up for this particular value? Then I can come over here to my table here, then I select everything, then I press F4, in which in our next session we will begin our class with cell reference. So we select, press F4, and click our comma, our column index. What column do you want to return? I want to return the second column, then I can press 2, then I press comma, and how do you want me to return it? Gives you the lookup, range lookup. So is it approximate match or exact match? Approximate match, if you have a range like from 1 to 10, if it's between that range, you go with approximate match. But if you are looking for exact, you go for exact. In our case here, we are going with approximate match. So I press my tab, which is true, and I click and I press enter. So instant, we see that 1,813 falls under this threshold. If you see our discount table here, from 0 to 749, we return a discount of 2,000. 759 to 899 is 2,500. 900 to 1,499 is 5,000. So this falls there, so that's why it returns this. So we only need to do one, and we see the small plus sign here. We double tap it, and then it gives us all these values here. So we just single one, and Excel can help solve for us the other one. So this is how we go about it when we look up with approximate match. So now let's see how we can do this by working out with an approximate match again. Now you have been wondering, how are they calculating that? If I have this number, they will return F. Are they inputting it directly or whatsoever? Now these are course grade. When we are when I was at the university, this how our university grade us. From 0 to 39 is F, 40 to 44 is C, 45 to 49 is C plus, as the case may be here. So we have students grades, and we want to return their percentage grade. So in order for us to perform this, all we need to do, we need to convert this area for us to percentage. So when we are doing our basic arithmetic here, it will convert it instant to percentage. So in order for us to calculate our percentage, say equals to our total divided by, here is 5 subjects, so we are expecting 500, so divided by 500. So we have 51%, then we can just go down. So now let's come and play with our grades. Now some university, they can only display your name and your grade, then you can find out where you fall. So here we have a range here, and we have our criteria, and we have our grade. So what do we want to look for here? We want to look for the percentage. We want to ensure that if you have within this range, you need to return this grade. So we say VLOOKUP, we are looking for a percentage here, and our table of array is here from this man, and press F4, comma, column index, we want to return the second column here, which is the grade, and in our case here we need to return false, which is 1. So select our false here. Sorry, if we do this, then we are getting it wrong. Why are we getting it wrong? Because we are not looking at exact match, we are looking at approximate match. So you need to be careful. So we say we go with approximate match, which is true, close again, and press enter. So instant, you see 51% falls under the B minus. If you see here, it's 50 to 54, so therefore it falls under the B minus. Then you can just double tap, voila, now you can get your grade. I hope this helps. And another thing again, you need to understand when performing VLOOKUP, when I was learning Excel, it was very tedious for me. In order for you to perform your lookup, you need to ensure that the value you are looking for is the first item you select in the lookup table. For example, I'm looking for 51%, I'm looking for the percentage. Now this must be the first area. If I select everything here, then it will return an error. Let's take a look for this. So if I come here, equals to VLOOKUP, and our lookup value is this man, table of array is from here, and I press F4, and column index is 3 now, because 1 2 3 1 2 3, you see, and we need to return approximate, close it, and press enter. We have not available, because here we are not looking up. Our lookup value must be the first item, so take note about that. It will be very difficult for you to see it, so be careful when you are doing your lookup. So we correct this again, equals to VLOOKUP. Our lookup value is this, our table of array here is this man, press F4, close, return 2, close, and 0, close, and press enter. So we have our correct. I hope this helps. So we come now to a situation where we return exact match. So we come to our next sheet here. Now we want to return the prices here. We have already calculated our revenue based on the quantity and the price, but the price is empty, and all we can see, the price is being based on certain location. Freetown, they are selling at 250, Bo, they are selling at 180, as the case may be. So we want to return this based on this table here. So we want to retrieve the price from that table to this one. So in order for us to do it, to say equals to, say VLOOKUP, and our lookup value here now is the location. Comma, table of array is the price here. You select it. That is how we do cross-referencing. Select it, come here, select our Freetown here, and press your F4. Press F4 for absolute reference. Then come again here, column index. What do you want to return? Is it the location or the price? Now it's the price I want to return. So whenever I see Freetown, I return 250. Whenever I see Bo, I return 180. So sorry, I return the second column, and we need to, instead of approximate now, is exact match. So here I want to return exact match. We close and we press enter. Voila. So you see, whenever we see Freetown is 250, here again you see Freetown is 250. So this small plus we see here, double tap it, it will do the magic for us. So you see, we have returned this price to this man here. So it's very, very, very handy. Let me say you have a lot of details that you need to fill. Create a table, do VLOOKUP, look for your lookup value, look for the table that you want to retrieve the information from, and link them. So this is how we do VLOOKUP, and I hope this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to reach me through the comment section, and please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. I remain yours truly, Adikali Bangura, and happy excelling. Goodbye.